Hi there, welcome back to the Croatian Eurovision Club. My name is Emily. I am here in my bedroom that's even messier than yesterday with my wet hair and my pyjamas for day 2 of the Eurovision 2021 rehearsals daily rehearsal roundup. So this video just basically talks through all of the rehearsals that happened today and some of the opinions of the people on our team that saw them. These include Ante, our Twitter guy, Lana, our Twitter gal, Teddy, our writer for the website, Josip, our social media mastermind, David, our editor, and myself, me, right here, your queen. Bow down, peasants. This video accompanies Teddy's Daily Digest roundup article that he writes for our website. I will link that down in the description. So you'll basically see half of our team's opinions here and the other half there. I do these videos at the end of every day. There is no real timescale to it because sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes rehearsals last longer than usual. For example, yesterday we had 7, and today we had like 9. We had Cyprus, Norway, Croatia, Belgium, Israel, Romania, Azerbaijan, Malta. Did I miss one? I feel like I missed one. Ukraine! Dang it, I was so close! Azerbaijan, Ukraine, Malta. We started off at 10 o'clock this morning with Elena Tselingum from Cyprus with the song El Diablo. It was a very red stage. The LED sort of somehow turned into a mirror. I'm not actually sure how that happened, but it was pretty cool. Just, a lot of sexy dancing, icy glares, classic Elena stuff. Ante said that he loved it. He said it was an amazing performance. He loved the concept and the costumes. He loved how she did the choreo, and he feels like this performance has an actual concept. I then said I was impressed with the performance. I really actually was. It was very, very put together, especially for a first rehearsal. Like, it really, if the semi-final was today, it could have done very well still. It didn't feel like unpracticed, so it really was very, very well rehearsed. It did, however, reinforce my already standing opinion that El Diablo is just a copy of Replay, which is just a copy of Fuego. I have always thought that. I thought it from my very first reaction, and I still think it now. Just from the song, and now with the stage performance, it's just again, I just feel it again, extra. Not even the staging is different. It's literally sexy outfit, sexy dancing, close-up camera shots. But she did have very, very strong vocals to say she was moving around a fair bit. Next up, we had not El Diablo, but a fallen angel, Tix from Norway. I'm not kidding, Tix's performance was exactly the same as the one from MGP. I think it's in the press conference, or I read somewhere that they are saving something else for the second rehearsal. Lana said there was nothing surprising. She felt like she was watching MGP, but a slightly updated version. Lana also said, which I agree with, that Tix wasn't vocally on its highest level. But she did say at this point we can't really judge vocals that much, it's only the first rehearsal, which is very, very true. Oh, Lana's making some suggestions for the team. The key change moment could be followed by some more lights, just to make clear that he is an angel after all, because he is. Teddy pointed out that Tix did upgrade his outfit a little bit, but he does have the same coat and obviously the wings. He also kept his demons, but they have downgraded in size. There's now only 4 demons. Teddy said everything works really well together, even the wings. It sells the story and you can see it qualifying. And vocally, he was great, which is slightly different to what Lana and I thought. But now, Croatia is next. And obviously we're the Croatian Eurovision Club, and everybody except for me on our team is Croatian at nature. Not all of us live in Croatia anymore, but they're all Croatian at nature. I'm literally the only one that isn't Croatian. Because we wanted to put everybody's opinions in, Albina is our representative. I speak as if I'm Croatian. I am. When I'm working for Croatian Eurovision Club, I am Croatian. We did an entire article just on Croatia's performance because we felt we wanted to put everybody's opinions in, and it just would have been way too long in the normal article. So go and check that out. I'll link that down below as well. In a nutshell, everyone loved it. It's the outfit for me. It literally has a hole for her butt. And I'm basically everybody absolutely loved it. They were super surprised and shocked. They think that the staging was perfect. Teddy and I were slightly less overwhelmingly happy with it. It kind of felt like she was just going at about like 65-70%, but like that is fine. It is the first rehearsal. I just hope that she was aware of that. I hope that that wasn't her 100%. Do you know what I mean? Next up was Belgium. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch Belgium. It is absolutely heartbreaking because I was going for my COVID test. I actually mentioned in my review I haven't watched it because I was crying in a pharmacy while a lady was trying to take a swab of my throat. Yes, that did happen. It was quite a traumatic experience, but it's okay because it's so I can go to Rotterdam on Tuesday. It's all worth it. It's okay. Anyway, I missed Belgium, okay? So I can't really tell you what happened. Like, I can't really tell you what they did. But from what I gathered from, like, the group chat, it was kind of, like, very, very simplistic, all sort of black. There was the main singers that I'm not even going to try and say her name. Her face was on the LED. Something like that. I mean, I'm sure basically what you've seen from like the 1 minute snippet is basically I think what happened the whole way through. Teddy said it was very intimate and simple staging. Yeah, everything is black. The band stands on 4 square platforms. There isn't much movement, but there is lots of camera work and eye contact, which he liked because it made it a little more personal. He said that it was a good rehearsal and vocally they were really, really strong. He just worries that they're going to be overlooked with Croatia and Israel being either side of them, and those are obviously both very high speed performances, and he sees that as their biggest and he sees that to be their biggest disadvantage. So next up was Israel, Eden Alen singing Set Me Free. Eden's vocals were slightly off key, except for the really, really hard whistle notes and the massive belting. Josip said that he loves when a performance has amazing choreography, and Israel didn't disappoint. She had 4 male dancers that danced sort of around her and with her, and she hit those notes like a star. And then there was this really dramatic quick costume change, which I actually really liked because the first run through of the rehearsal it didn't quite look that smooth, or the second one, the first one that the press saw, and then the next one was a bit better, and then the next one was really, really good. So she has this quick change out of her cute little like zebra blazer style dress, and they rip it off, and she's got like that black one that you can see in the pictures. It's like, it's really, really skimpy. Like, it's, I swear this semi-final is just full of like really revealing costumes, but like it's just black threads. But I mean, she looks amazing in it. The quick change is epic and it is literally just the hottest thing. So next up we have to talk about Romania. I don't want to talk about Romania. I'm not going to lie. I really don't, because I honestly feel so bad for Roxanne. The singing was just really bad. And I think she's sick. I really hope for her sake. She's got to be. We know she can sing. I'm pretty sure she's sick. The whole way through, it wasn't like she couldn't reach this one note. Like, the whole way through, she just sounded sick. And I feel so bad for her. But the staging was absolutely beautiful, and I think as long as she pulls off that vocal performance, as long as she gets better, it's going to be incredible. The other thing though is that she did seem very out of breath, obviously because she's moving a lot during the staging. It's very, very similar to the music video. Lana said she loves the whole story about the song and she's really glad that they recreated it for the stage, but she did say it was obviously too much for Roxanne to handle. She was struggling and she was really out of breath, and that did sort of affect some of the singing, but not the other part of the singing that was affected. That was just because she was sick. It was like difference to like how it sounded and like timing and, you know, breath stuff. The ending is really, really beautiful, which Lana said. When lighter colours show up on the LED, it really, really tells a story. Like, I cannot express just how much this performance tells a story. It feels like a piece of physical theatre. It is beautiful. Her outfit is kind of like mine right now. She's just basically in a like jumper and joggers. I actually wasn't quite sure if that was the point, if it's meant to be like just a normal low-key depressed girl, or if she was just wearing that because she was sick and she just wasn't feeling great, so she was like, I'll just come in my clothes. I don't know. We kind of think it was the first one, that's the point, so we're going for that. right now. Teddy said that the performance is very minimalistic and very melancholic. Sorry if the camera positioning's like moved, I just had to change my battery. It's really beautiful, but Teddy also did say her voice was shaky, she seemed to be out of breath. I don't know if she's sick or not, but her vocals weren't good. I just felt so sorry for her. I was like, no, oh. Luckily, it was just a rehearsal. It was the very first rehearsal. There's still a week to go before the semis. She's got time to heal. Next up was Effendi from Azerbaijan singing Matahari. I actually thought that Azerbaijan's staging was also pretty much a copy of the music video. The choreography stayed mostly the same from what you see in the video. The LED background was being used for like some culturally patterned backgrounds. And like just in general, the whole performance was just really hot. I was hoping for some pyro. A lot of people in the press centre comments were hoping for some pyro. There was like fake fire on the LED screen, so why wouldn't you use pyrotechnics? But they might have just been saving it for a later rehearsal. But yeah, it just seemed really weird that they didn't have pyro. It would have worked better. Ante said that he kind of expected more in this performance. He said it was nice that they incorporated their culture in it, but sometimes like it just felt too static. Josip also agreed. He said that Azerbaijan's entry should scream energy, but Effendi didn't manage to accomplish it. He said the whole performance seems lazy and she seemed stiff and nervous, and he also really wanted pyro. Honestly, I think it was fine until the bit where it goes dun, 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 dun. You know, like the pump up bit, it just wasn't enough pump. But it's okay, because our expectations were then blasted by Ukraine. Lana said, wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
She loved everything about it, even the camera work. Oh my gosh, I have to say the camera work was intense. It was definitely one of the best rehearsals today, I agree. Katerina basically just stared at the camera the entire time and just literally the whole time, and Lana loved that. She said her interaction with the camera is amazing. Vocally, she was on point, she was delivering it. The rest of the band there, they are with their instruments and 2 dancers, and they were just vibing. The dance moves were amazing. Lana loved them. The set was also something that really, really impressed us. Lana says they brought a little forest on stage, but it does blend in really well. She didn't like giant silhouettes on the LED towards the end of the song, but she forgives them. Teddy called it well thought, dynamic and energy filled. He liked the 3D play that sort of brought everything to another level. He thinks it was probably the best one so far, and he was completely blown away. The whole performance was well produced with many different angles, brilliant camera work. Honestly, it was really, really impressive. And then finally, closing semi-final 1 rehearsals, and also she will close semi-final 1 when it happens, and also closing today's rehearsals. There's a lot of closing going on here. Was Destiny from Malta. Ante really expected more from Malta staging. He didn't like the yellow neon colour. I must say, please let us know in the comments. There's a whole debate in the WhatsApp group. Is it green or is it yellow? I think it was yellow. Ante thinks it is yellow. But he also thought it doesn't suit her at all. The staging fell flat. Vocally, she was amazing and he loved her attitude. I somewhat agreed. I said there were elements that I really loved and there were elements that I just didn't love about the rehearsal. Honestly, her vocals were beyond insane. She gave us some new riffs, some new scatting, some new da. There was a variety of different camera shots. They really played with this movement. My favourite bit was definitely the bridge, like the ladies, if you feel like flaunting tonight, it's alright, it's alright. Ladies, ladies, listen to me, listen and go right ahead, now you're shining bright. That bit of the song, the lights sort of like dimmed, and then every time the big boom, 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 like, you know, if you listen to the song, you'll know what I mean. Like the drums, like the lights would flash, and I just thought it was really, really cool. And then there was like a pyro curtain, which I loved. That bit, like, gave me chills. I was obsessed with that. I thought it was so good. Like, I honestly loved the staging of the bridge. The rest of it, I did not. It was bright pink, neon pink and neon yellow. And apparently I got a bit savage here. I said they did not look sassy or cool. And they kind of felt like they could have been the background for J'imagine by Valentina, who is 11 years old and won Junior Eurovision. They were just ridiculously bright and really like childish. The worst thing for me is that those backgrounds were then paired with Destiny, and all of her dancers were dressed in pink head to toe. And it just wasn't a look. I don't know how to explain it. There just wasn't anything to it. It was just pink. If the background wasn't bright pink and bright yellow, if the background just wasn't neon, it would be fine. It would be great. Joseph is a bit more dramatic than myself. Why, oh why did they go for neon pink? He said the music video had amazing costumes and they should have gone with that instead. He said Destiny is vocally great, which is true, and his stage presence was on point. The song is still a banger and will definitely have a high placement in the final scoreboard, just probably not going to win. It's just been a day that I didn't really expect. None of us really expected. On our website article, you can see the rest of the team's opinions, as well as our favourite, least favourite, and biggest surprise rehearsal. Thank you for watching Day 2 of Rehearsal Roundup. Please do subscribe and make sure you turn your notifications on, because there honestly is no schedule for this thing. But I'll be here tomorrow, so I will see you then. Make sure you've got notifications on. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below your opinions on today's rehearsals or what you've seen of them. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. And make sure you check out our website, where Teddy works really hard creating live updates as well as daily roundups with the other half of our, that article that I keep referring to. He's written that. Check it out. Links in the description. Have a good rehearsal day 3. I'll see you then for the roundup. Goodbye.